right. I'm about 5 minutes from the ferry. I'm on Highway 20. I am headed towards a house on Nature. The Touch and Go field, OLF, is to my left. There are lots of parks around here, so Eby's Landing, but I would say overall majority feels very rural, very country. This section of the island to me is quite flat compared to other areas, so I feel like there's a lot more light because it's not very hilly, and although we have trees, there are a lot of flat areas. I am headed north, so when I got off the ferry, I headed south, then I came up to the highway, and now I'm headed north. You can obviously get to the same area by going north off of the ferry and then heading south. I think all of that will make a whole heck of a lot more sense if you look at, Google Earth. So I've made this drive so many times over my life because we lived on the south end. Our cousins, aunts, and uncles, a lot of them lived here in Coupeville. So we're getting close to Jacobs Road. We're going to turn left or head west on Jacobs Road. I will show you that this is Ryan's house. And so Ryan's house is a spot for kids that may be at risk. It'd be worth taking a look at. Island disposal is there. So we're still about a half a mile from the turnoff to get to Nature. But there's a solid waste transfer station there. And then it looks like clearing land, sorry. So Rhododendron County Park is going to be really near where we're going. I'm very curious about the county park. I know the state park in Smuggler's Cove, that was closed a number of years ago. They still allow people to kind of walk through there. WAIF, the animal shelter, I think that's Would Be Animals. I don't know what the IF stands for, but we adopted several pets through WAIF over the years. Okay, we're now about 3 minutes from that turnoff that I made from coming off of the ferry up onto the highway. We're going on to Jacobs Road. There's a bus stop right here, which is kind of nice for Island Transit. I know that was a big deal when Island Transit came to Whidbey and serviced so much of the island. My grandma took advantage of that. So Nordic Hall, that's kind of cool. I didn't realize that was down here. Looks like somebody that takes the bus parked their bike right there. And Whidbey Island Nordic Lodge. So, certainly they probably have events, Norwegian events and things like that, but I doubt that it's used super regularly. Again, very flat area of the island. To me, it's very flat. There's still a lot of trees. Quite a few pines, but there's also a lot of deciduous trees. And certainly out this way, just as is with the rest of the island, it's going to be all non-conforming, meaning every possible different type of house, from something amazing to something like a mobile home, probably gentlemen's farms. Okay, here's Nature. So I'm coming off of Jacob, which is paved. I'm on Nature now, which is not paved. It's a gravel road. And it says that there is 800 feet to the house from this corner. So about 8 stories. I'll get more video once we get to the property. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and keep videos going, because here we have a manufactured home, and every time I see it RV, I always think there's probably a more mature person living there. I'm sure that's a flawed thought process, but it seems to me when I see lots of bird feeders and RVs, I think somebody more mature, maybe retired. And this is just all very wooded on this side. So houses are in some cases set pretty far back off of nature. I'm not seeing a lot of the houses clearly, although I can see some roof lines. All right. Stewardship of the forest. Gosh, I think you apply for that. So as a homeowner, you can apply for being steward of the forest, meaning you're not doing crazy stuff to your property. You're welcoming, you know, birds and such. All right, I see 724 here. I'm just going to go up a little ways. I'm not certain if it isn't that driveway or if it's coming up. Oh, okay, yeah, it looks like it's coming up. I would say this gravel road's in pretty good shape. A few potholes, not anything I wouldn't anticipate for the winter. Okay. 724. Looks like they put a fresh load of gravel on the property. I'm here quite a bit early, so there's already people here, of course. And I'm just not seeing, I'm not seeing the park. So it's certainly way through the trees. I'll get out and take some video. I guess they're just gonna stand in the middle of the driveway. All right, right off the bat, I just can see that this is wood product siding, and I'll take a look all the way around. Generally in pretty good shape. Probably the bottom few pieces feel like a little delamination, but certainly not uncommon. You know, to me, it needs paint anyways. The paint is, you know, needy and not a terrific color, so I'd be tempted to paint it. It needs a new garage door, in my opinion. It's definitely a little off kilter, but you know, nothing earth-shattering there. I can hear that the neighbors have dogs. I hear dogs barking in the distance. Gutters look good. You have a metal roof. So far, all the sheathing looks good. The windows probably original, and they are double pane aluminum frame. I wouldn't do a darn thing about that. I cannot hear the highway. I will get to a spot where I can just shut up and then you can hear it for yourself. I'm not going to say I can't hear the highway. It's not the prominent sound. I hear the trees, I hear the birds, and then certainly there's going to be some traffic noise. They must have big, tall dogs because the fence is really tall. But again, I can't see anything related to the park. No, I really wouldn't be concerned about the park at all. Foundation of what I can see looks good. I like that the downspouts are going into probably, you know, an underwater, underground retention, you know, facility, or taking it away to storm drains. It's a nice little lot. Probably some fruit trees here, hydrangeas. Composite deck on the front porch. So right through there is a neighbor's house. I didn't see any neighbors in the back. Crawl space vents look really good. Looks like we have some old roses here. Probably they had a outside light that had solar, so that may go to this outside light. Here's your septic lid, probably a clean out, crawl space hatch. There is a neighbor's house there. They've got all these trees planted in the back, so I think the yard would be very private from those neighbors, but you could certainly plant more of those trees. I'll you know, do a better job at looking when I get in the inside the house and look out the back, get on that back porch, but I don't know that you're really going to see those neighbors. You could certainly screen it with a privacy fence as well. All right, it's a covered front stoop. Again, I can see through the trees. I don't know if it's a house or a big garage, but I think it's a house through the trees just past this car. I would say 2 football lengths, maybe longer away. Okay, so we're going to enter into an open concept. It's dark in here. I actually couldn't get a light on there because there's no bulbs, and I can't find the switch for the kitchen light. This is a solar tube, so that's not a light. That's just, you know, reflective light from the sky, and same there. Let's see, maybe this is not tied to a, yeah. Okay, I don't know. So me personally, I would, because it's a single-story house, you've got scuttle access over the top. I would be tempted to maybe put in some can lighting, flush-mounted can lighting. There's a little light over the sink. You know, I would change that. They have freshly painted in here. I would say the flooring itself is very new, if not brand new. The windows look in great shape. They're aluminum frame, but they're all double pane, and I haven't seen a bad one yet, but we'll see. I'll wander around a little bit more. Probably a really good source of heat is this fireplace. It looks like the door needs to be replaced, and but I would say the wood burner would heat this whole entire house. Outside of that, there's going to be wall heaters. Always on a single story with a crawl space, it is very easy to add a furnace. So if you ever want to put in a heat pump. The kitchen cabinetry, it looks like oak. It's very moderate style, but it's, you know, real wood boxes. Could easily be painted. Countertops are laminate. You know, nothing exciting to report here. I'd be tempted probably to paint out the cabinets, put on new countertops and an undermount sink and a new faucet and call it a day. But I would be really tempted to maybe put in a bigger island because it's a lot of space here. So I don't know, that's just me. So let's step out onto the back. So yes. Open that up. There's dirt in this track and that needs to be fixed. This is nice. So that is a neighbor's garage right there. The neighbor's house is beyond this line of trees. These grow super quick. If you wanted to wrap them around this way, you could add another level of privacy. Otherwise, there's nothing. We're out in the country. I hear dogs. They are not close, the dogs that I hear. They are in the distance, but not uncommon out in a country, you know, space to have that. You know, it's a very, very cute yard. But if you wanted to eliminate the sight of the neighbor's garage, plant something right there. Clean that track. This door goes out to the garage. They're holding it open with a paint can. The very first landing they have set up as a laundry area. It looks to me like they're in the process of moving. So there's things in unusual places. Water heater is older and it's electric, of course. There's no natural gas out this way. It is a single car garage. Scuttle access is there. I don't actually believe he is sleeping in the garage, but there is a bed in here. But it looked to me like this has been moved out to the garage recently, maybe to put the flooring in, I'm not certain. Definitely the paint is fresh, I mentioned that. The flooring looks new. So everything else is really probably quite original. A little different color laminate. in this bathroom, in that bedroom. It's not a terrible look, but me personally, I'd be tempted at some point to change things out to be a little bit more matchy. So bathroom here, basic vanity, another solar tube, tub shower combo. This is a fiberglass insert. I don't see anything concerning as far as, you know, water stains on the ceilings or anything. Bedrooms are actually decent size. So we have one bedroom here, spare. It's not the largest. So it's about 12 by maybe 11. Yeah, 12 by 11 and a half. And then the largest room, master. So again, I think this must have had the bed in it. The headboard's remaining. It's a very long room. So about 20 feet long. I think a couple options, either a headboard wall there or put something under the window. Basic wardrobe closet, not overly anything. And there is a ensuite 3/4 bath. So walk-in shower with a block glass. That's a fiberglass kind of insert, commode, basic vanity, basic lighting. And then the end of the hall, again, because of the paint, all these things are missing. Just put it on the market a little sooner than I would have. So the last bedroom, very nice sized bedrooms. So what would I do here? I think here, I would do the fun stuff. I'd probably, you know, paint out the wood, trim. I might be tempted to update the hollow core doors, even though they're wood hollow core doors. I think it'd be fun to do a paneled door. You know, same with the closet doors, although they're in really good shape. Definitely I would like totally change out the lighting. I think it needs a deep clean, but I would make sure all the lighting matched. And outside of that, there's just nothing, like, I don't see any major thing that needs doing. This is missing the door. You can see it's just got a grate there. So, you know, it's a wood burning. I don't know if the door is as, like, it's like a wood burning fireplace, but I would get a door back on that. And, you know, that's it. Nothing super exciting to talk about. I like the lot. I like the location. I think it serves some of the things that you're looking for.